What else can our churches be thinking about as far as preventative maintenance on the building?
So one thing is getting your air conditioner and heating system checked at least once a year. If you can do it twice a year, that's recommended, before you go into the winter and then right before you go into summer, but make sure that's inspected and checked to know that everything's working properly. Make sure your filters are replaced at least once a year. I recommend twice a year. Just set them on a schedule and know that I'm doing it, because it just keeps that, as dirt and different people come in. But just the overall general maintenance of as we come into, springtime, trees are blooming, they're starting to drop blooms, gutters can get clogged. Make sure your gutters are free of debris. Make sure the roofs are free of debris, especially if you have trees that are hanging over your roofs. I'd recommend that you get those trimmed to, number one, if the tree is older, that branch can fall off and cause damage to your roof. And it's, again, just a natural debris. A larger church may have their own facility person on staff, or they may have a custodian in their cleaning. You could have them look at that kind of stuff. You could even give them a checklist.
Yeah, and that's where I was just going to say, that's where the checklist comes
Yeah, so give them that checklist. So as they're walking through, they can check that off. And again, if there is an issue and they maybe are not going to take care of it that evening, the person the next day can come in and take care of it. When it comes to, landscaping, again, that's a great way to use volunteers. But make sure that they're properly trained. Make sure that they know that they're using, closed-toed shoes. If they're using a string trimmer, that they're using eye protection and even hearing protection when they're on a mower. And again, if you don't have somebody can volunteer and come in, then outsource. There's plenty of people around here that will provide that service for mowing and keeping things cleaned up. And again, when it comes to parking lots, I know it's expensive to keep asphalt parking lots up, but if you can stay on top of it and keep those things slurry and restriped, then that asphalt, as it breaks down, you don't have to do a full repave. So again, that preventative maintenance,
sure, it
does cost money, but in the long run, it's going to save churches money. A lot of churches now may not have the issue with the Upper New York UMC group, but a capital improvement fund. So as buildings get older, air conditioners the life expectancy is maybe 12, 15 years or even more, depends on how old the units are. But start setting aside money. Hey, I know in 20 years or 10 years I'm gonna have to replace this roof.
Sure.
Start setting aside that money, so when it does get bad, when those winds do come along, it may not do as much damage as if you had an old roof with shingles curling and different things.